Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Nettie Owens of the Sapari Group, and today I have with me Brian Rassi from Enstigate. I'm excited to get to showcase Brian Rassi and Enstigate because they are a partner with us for Momentum Live. So today is your opportunity to learn more about Brian and about Enstigate and how this company helps to support CEOs, founders, and business owners to get the right money at the right time in the right way.
That's right.
All right. So this is not just a, hey, we're going to tell you about the company, but Brian always brings the juice, right? Brian always has something that is going to help you today with what you're doing to operate your business. So stay tuned. First thing I'm going to do is tell you a little bit about Brian and then about the company, and then we'll dig in. So Brian, you and I have known each other for a few years now. You have a variety of experiences, but they all have to do with helping people to activate, actualize, access money when it's needed to help them grow their businesses. And you've been doing this, like you've been in the financial services industry for a while. How long have you been at it?
I started helping people get access to money in 2003, 2004. So I remember I was locked into a office at Wells Fargo Home Mortgage. My manager, Mason Pruner, would lock me in the office and said, no windows for you. You just get to study guidelines. And that's all I did. Okay. I literally became an underwriter my first 2 months into the money industry. So that's
all right.
How I started.
Good to know. I mean, so really ground up, you know, you've seen it from all angles, which I appreciate. Tell us a little bit about Enstigate.
Well, yeah, Enstigate is a full service business agency that helps business owners access the right money at the right time in the right way to finally fulfill that mission and vision for the business. For some reason, it always comes down to business owners, you know, have over the years have said no to the right money, and it's always baffled me. And so over the years, we've kind of learned why entrepreneurs do what they do and how to help kind of correct them and guide them on their path to be successful.
The first time you shared that with me, this idea that people would say no to the money when it's sitting in front of them, it shocked me. And yet I now can understand what you were talking about because we've worked together. I can understand what it's like to get funding and then have resistance to accessing that funding. So it's really, really interesting work. And I'm so glad to have somebody who's entrepreneurial like yourself guiding me through that process because people need to understand entrepreneurs think a little differently. Like we're creative thinkers from the beginning, and it takes a different approach. All right, so what do you want to share with us today? We've got people coming in here. They've been in business for a while. They're looking to launch new initiatives, or maybe they're just thinking like, why is this so difficult? What would you like to share with them from your perspective?
Business is always changing. The markets are changing, the economy's changing, inflation, government policies, business policies, people's spending habits, business owners' spending habits. So you gotta be adaptive. You gotta be proactive. That's what Instigate's definition is. It's to initiate an action or an event, and you have to be proactive as you go about, as the markets shift, and be able to pivot. But your job as a CEO, number one job, make sure you have access to enough money to fulfill the mission and vision for the business. That means enough money in that bank account to run the business, to fulfill the actual plan, actually have a strategic plan, and then be able to execute that plan. Because as we know, and Eddie, this is your profession, as you know, not many business owners can execute their strategic plan. Actually, 9 out of 10 can't do it, won't do it, are unable to do it. And so that's your job as CEO. Make sure you got enough money and be able to fulfill the plan that you've set forth. Number one rule.
Well, you actually nailed it right there with accessing money, right, to fulfill the plan. But you got to make the plan. I mean, yeah, maybe 9 out of 10 people won't execute the plan, but there's a lot larger swath of business owners, CEOs, and founders who never even made the plan. The plan was just to make money, or the plan was just to perform this particular service, and they've never actually made the plan. So we got to get started there, and all of this has to come together so that your business can flourish. I mean, we know the numbers are daunting. I've been asked multiple times recently about the recession and my thoughts on it. I got thoughts, and I also know that businesses can weather recessions and can do it very well if they have a strategy to do so, and if they have some basic principles around accessing money, finding money, and that can be from a variety of sources. So talk to us a little bit about, where does money come from? I feel like this is a birds and the bees talk. I just, as soon as I said that.
Well, money is value.
Mm-hmm.
Money is a medium, a way of exchanging something in relation to value, product or service. And the better you are at creating value, the more money you have access to. Just simple 101. There's a lot of ways to access it. You can access it with your savings. You can access it with credit cards. You can access it with getting equity. You can access it with a loan, a line of credit, or actually just make it. Actually go out there and sell and actually grow your vision and mission of the vision. Actually have some part ways with their money for your product or service. Regardless of wherever you're at as a business owner, CEO, you have to focus in on all areas of the money. You can't just focus in on one area of the money or think you got only one area going and you're good to go. If we've learned anything over the last 2, 3, 4 years, and you've written 2 books in regards to what businesses need to know, and it started with the economic downturn of COVID, if I'm not mistaken. That was the impetus of it. That's right, folks. Fellow author here in front of you. Point being is, you got to go after the money 24/7, 365, and you got to be proactive about it. And there's so many ways to do it. And if you're an entrepreneur and you have a vision and you have creations and you have that, you need the other aspect of it. You need the structure part of it. You actually need the know-how, and if you don't have know-how, you need to find someone that has the know-how to get you access to that money so you can actually go do what you desire to do. And there's no excuse in 2023. Zero excuse not to get access to the money. We've proven that over close to 2 decades.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I want to share a resource with our folks today. I didn't say I was going to do this, but hopefully it's okay with you, because you've put together a guide that's really helpful. I mean, we're talking for a few minutes here, but there's more to it. So tell us about what you've created here.
Oh, well, this is part of technology here. Text the word possible, and you get our funding possibilities guide. It's a clarity guide for growth-minded business owners, and helps show you what different types of money is out there and where to go get it at whatever stage you're at. Can't go to the same money sources depending on your stage. You got to have to go to the right source. A lot of people waste a lot of time, money, and energy going after all the wrong places to get to the money. So we just made a simple guide. It's a well thought out, about 5-6 pages. It kind of really shows you and streamlines exactly where you're at in your process of entrepreneurship or business owner, and go there to get the money.
Nice. I love that. I mean, I'm so busy as a business owner. I do not have time to search and find the answers that I'm looking for. So this is going to really streamline that process. Thank you so much for putting it together. It's really generous that you have it available for us, complimentary to access. All you do is text the word possible to 411-321. You'll be invited to put in your email address, and then a PDF will be sent over to you. That's it. Super easy, and it's really, really valuable. So I highly, highly recommend that you use that and see what see where it takes you. If this is something that you need, and I gotta say, I don't know a business that doesn't need this in some way, shape, or form. Please take advantage of what's here. So when we were talking before we got on here, Brian, I said, I want you to tell us something we don't know. Like, we know the Brian Rassi that's all about instigating action, getting access to the right money at the right time for the right purpose in the right way. What don't we know about this picture?
Well, I work a lot and I enjoy what I do. But when I'm not working, and many people don't know this because you don't know me, but I am a fanatic when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles. I feel like I'm a fellow GM. I should be, and Howie Roseman should be like partnering up to take over the NFL. I really
Oh, you
believe
got
that
a
is.
part. You got some love on that one. All right.
I really believe. I'm pretty passionate.
Mhm.
I go in on a lot of things, and the Philadelphia Eagles is one of those passions.
Awesome. Well, I'm so thankful. I know you're so passionate about the Philadelphia Eagles that you've made decisions to come to Momentum Live or not based on their schedule. Is that true?
That's true. That's true, Nettie. I like to do multiple things if I'm gonna dedicate time, and if it comes right around the Eagles schedule, when you do it 2 times a year. This
I
is
do.
the
Yeah,
this is the spring one, but the fall one, that's usually football season. So
that is
we make
indeed.
decisions
Yeah.
around the schedule.
Good planning. I like how structured that is. All
Yeah.
right, so we are talking about Momentum Live. That was a good segue, I think. And we're so thankful, Brian, to have you as a sponsor of this event. But what made you decide to partner on this? Why was that important to you?
I've gone to like 4 or 5. I think this is my 5th in a row of going to Momentum Live, and this one, there's certain entrepreneurs that come to this event, and over the years, they're all different stages, but they all have the same build up. They want to advance. They want to move forward, and they want to do it in an intimate, very strategic way, and that's what Momentum Live does. So those are some of our clients. Some of our best clients have come from Momentum Live, and so why not be a sponsor? Why not throw our hat in the ring and just remind everyone about Enstigate?
Mhm.
And that's really what was the impetus when you offered it. I was very excited to kind of accept it and put our hat in the ring, because I know there's going to be some quality business owners, entrepreneurs at all stages, and I like that.
Yeah, it's true. We do bring people from all different kinds of businesses, and you've been such an important attendee and participant in the past, and you've really just been so generous. I'm so thankful to have you again joining us, and certainly in this way. Instigate is sponsoring our celebration dinner on the first night of the event. So, to give people a little bit of an idea, we structure it that we have a networking mixer before the whole thing kicks off, and then we go in and go deep. And the very first night of the event, we celebrate everything that everybody has accomplished since the last time that we were together. And it's just such a wonderful way to kind of begin the work that we're doing. By the time we leave on day one, you have your strategic plan. By the time you leave on day two, you have your tactical plan. And on the third day, we really go deep into a mastermind with your peers. Think of them like your board of advisors, who come in and just, find the holes in the plan, help you fill them in a really generous way. So much has come out of this event for our attendees. Businesses, business ideas, money often comes flowing in at the event. It's really fun to be the facilitator and host of this, and certainly it's always great to see our friends come back time after time. So if you're curious about it, MomentumLive.Info is where you can find out everything you need to know, and we will look forward to having you join us if that's something that makes sense for you in your business at this point. Thank you so much, Brian, for being here. If you'd like to check Brian out, absolutely, please text possible to 411321, or you can also find him at his website, Enstigate, Entenstite. Oh my goodness, spelling apparently is not my strong point right now. It's on the screen. Follow what's here. Find Brian. Reach out to him. He's so helpful. He'll help you no matter what you need. So, thank you, Brian, and we'll see you soon.
You got it.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.